Hello, hello, my name is Noob Awakened, and I will be awakening from my noob state of Magic the Gathering in some more traditional draft of Ravnica Legions. Like I probably said in the first episode, I am by no means a pro. I am somewhat of a, I guess, average player, just learning how to play draft. I think I'm doing way better than I used to, but I'm still far off from like being very consistent in draft. So I hope to learn a bit more yet and hopefully have fun with it. So pack one, pick one. It's an easy one. It's Biogenic Ooze. No matter how you look at it, it's a very strong card. If it's allowed to stay on the board, it just takes over the game basically. If it's allowed to untap and you can create another one, it just goes from there. So I think it goes without saying, and I can play it both in Gruul and in Simic. And looking at the other cards here, so we had some good white cards as well. Ors of Minister of Obligation is really nice. Spiremangler is decent too. What else? So we have some good Ors of card, but we are definitely going something with green just because of the use. And we have some options here. We have Wrecker, which is actually really nice. It's a really decent creature. I wasn't too sold on him when I first saw him, but yeah, like I had him consistently in my decks, whether Gruul or Simic, and they always provided value. So I think they're good enough, and opponents seem to be scared of them because of the manas as well. If you're Simic, we could hope to wheel Applied Biomancy as a nice trick, Rebel Slinger as a nice blocker. We have some quenches, Shimmer Possibility, so we have options here. We have a Guild Gate as well, if we are going to Gruul or Splash Gruul. So yep, Ooze it is. Ugh, that wasn't a very nice sound effect. Let's look here. So we have Mortify, but we are definitely not splashing both white and black. So we'll have to skip on that one, sadly. Tower Defense, will not work for us. We should have better picks here. Let's see, what could we go for? We could go for Redhorn, which is like just a solid card in both Gruul and Simic. Applied Biomancy, we could hope to wheel it. Same in the first pack as well, so we could get that. So I think I'm gonna go for Redhorn just because of how strong he is. By himself, a Raking Beast, yeah, slightly worse I think because of the mana cost. And I'm gonna help myself a little bit with the Magic Community set reviews, and just to double check. But Redhorn is C+, while the Wrecking Beast is probably like a D or C- or something. Yeah, C. So even on the power level rankings alone, Rampaging Redhorn is higher. Let's see, for Applied Biomancy, it's B- actually. So I could pick it too. Because it's both a trick that can win a trade and it's also a bounce spell. So I think I'm gonna go for it. Actually, now looking at the power rankings, I might have underestimated how good it actually is in Simic. Although picking it is kind of gonna lock me into Simic a little bit. So that would be another reason to go for Redhorn instead. So I could still stay flexible and still go Gruul. Although one card, it's not a big deal, and I've seen a lot of Redhorns passed around, and also if we do end up Simic, we will have big creatures anyway. So I think I'm gonna go for Biomancy here and see what we get next. So we have Hybrid as an excellent flexible creature, so will most likely be my pick. Creeper is also decent if you're in Simic and can give him flying. It can be a mana sink and an annoying threat for the enemy. But here, Hybrid is just so good. I am going to pick him here over other cards. Even if I end up in Rakdos, like I'll still rather have Hybrid than Skewer the Critics, just because it's such a powerful common. Like, just because he's basically two cards, it's a split card. It's either a 2/2 or a 6/6, depending on what you need. So, and it's a 6/6 that fills out your 2 mana slots, which is like insanely strong. Okay, so I think here we have to make a decision. We either go Simic and we pick Frilled Mystic, I never got to play him actually in draft. So, and I would imagine it's very powerful to be able to counter a creature and leave a creature yourself. So it's basically like a 2-for-1. Or we go Zuta Goblin, which I have played before, and they weren't amazing. Like having a turn 2 3/3 is actually not as powerful as I would think, even in draft. I mean, we have seen like more applied biomancy. We have seen like a lot of good green cards. We haven't seen a lot of good blue cards though. So that would be the only issue here. Like we haven't seen any like eels, for example, or anything like that. If we go Gruul, we have seen some decent red cards. Like we've seen Goblin Gatherings, which worst case scenario could serve as fillers. We have seen Security Critics. We have seen the Wrecker for mana 3/3. I think Gruul overall is a little bit stronger than Simic, because Gruul can be very aggressive early and then just front load big creatures, whereas Simic needs to untap to make his creatures bigger. So there is like a window of opportunity for the enemy to actually shut you down. I played a lot of Gruuls before, so I think I'm leaning towards to play a little bit more Simic. So I'm gonna go with Mystic here. I think overall it's just a lot stronger card. Well, let's just go with the power level, see what it says. It's B for Frilled Mystic, and Zuta Goblin is B-. So, well, okay. Let's try this and see how it goes. And I think Simic also goes a bit better with Ooze because of counters, right? So now I think Lizrock would be a good pickup because we already have Hybrid and we already have Ooze that come in with counters. And yeah, now we are pretty into Simic. We could go Locket here or Quench, but I think Lizrock is going to be very good. Like, imagine like I have a bunch of Oozes and then a Lizrock, and then yeah. So I think Lizrock is gonna interact well with the cards that we have right now. Here we are looking at a Pump Spell or a Gate. I think because I don't have much interaction just yet, I'm looking at the Pump Spell, although this tends to go late, like it's, you know, pick 6 and it's still here. So I might actually go for the Gate instead. Like Clear the Mind is not something we're looking for, so I think I'm gonna go for the Gate. There's some mana fixing. Here's an easy Hybrid, like beats everything else in here. Like Duel is close, but Hybrid is just so strong. Like I'm not gonna pass up on him. I will get as many as I can. Yep, another one. Thank you very much. I'm not gonna look back. Here I think I'm gonna Quench. Like I don't really want like high mana creatures. Like Simic actually kind of wants to adapt rather than just front load big creatures. We could go Locket here, Azorius, if you want to splash, or uncommon for the Vault. I think it's better to go for Locket in case you actually want to splash white. Let's take a 3 mana filler, which hopefully we won't have to play. Let's take Prying Eyes for longer games. We still might end up, like we only have 10 cards so far, so we might end up in a there's either Locket or Quench. I think Locket is good in Simic, because you want all the mana you can get. Quench is very situational. I think I'm gonna pick Locket here. We might play it. Okay, even from mana filler. Let's see here. So this time around, not very useful rare for us because it's red. And not really splashable, and it's very like RNG basically. Like you may get good results and you may get really bad results. Carnival is not something we're looking for either, so I think we're probably gonna go Gate Colossus here. simply because we don't have any more really good cards, and even if we pick up like 2-3 more gates, if we can play him like for 6 mana 8/8 is still really good. So I think Gate Colossus is a decent pick, good enough pick here basically. Other than that, there's a Duelist, which is a nice combat trick, but I think I'm gonna go for Colossus here. I'm gonna look to pick up more tricks later. Here we have Homunculus, which we have Humongous and another Locket, but I think our Homunculus is an easy pickup here. Very strong common as well for Simic, like an early flyer that can get big and actually be that is actually able to block a lot of 3-power flyers, and there's a lot of 3-power flyers in the set. Like he combats all the Thralls, all your Griffins, and all your Chillbringers and stuff like that. So I think it's an easy one here. So we are looking to find, so I think a Chillbringer here is definitely a pickup. We could also make an agreement for a Guild Gate since we have Great Colossus, but hopefully we can see more gates later. And Chillbringer is a very powerful card on his own. Yep, so the Colossus, and we are still looking to pick up more interaction. Because we basically have none so far other than Applied Biomancy and Quench, which we might not even play. And some more early drops. Right, so we have the Give of Strength, so we could consider this. We have Incubation Incongruity, which is also nice. It's a removal, so we can get rid of like a big bomb, like a big flying creature, for example, and turn it into a frog. Which we can deal with, or we can play turn 1 if we really need to find a creature, if we are like land flooded. We have an eel as well, but I think I'm looking to find more like 3-drops and maybe even some more 2-drops, even though we have already 3 hybrids. So I think I'm gonna go for this here because it's just more flexible than Gift of Strength. And eel we can hopefully get more later. There's a Gateway Sneak, and I think it's a good contender for a pick here, since we are looking to get more Guild Gates later for the Colossus, so we may as well have played the Sneak. This guy's a little bit costly, and we already have the Lizok, we already have the Ooze and Chillbringer and Field Mystic on the higher end. So I think Sneak is a pick here. We have another Incubation Incongruity. And I think I'm gonna pick it up. I have Growth Spiral as well, but I think Incubation does similar job, as in gives me card selection, and Incongruity is like can act as a removal, so it can deal with a Colossus, which is really nice, right? Enemy Colossus, enemy big flyers, or like just big like Gru creatures. So I think I'm gonna pick it up here again. Here I think it's an easy Guild Gate. Like Arrest Admonition in my experience is not too great. I mean 3 mana for a bounce spell with a draw card if you play it in your main turn, so you cannot even like use it as a combat trick if you want to get the full value out of it. So I think it's an easy Simic Guild Gate here. I think that's another gate. We already have 1 Prying Eyes, if I remember correctly. Yeah, and 1 is more than enough. So we are looking really good now with 3 gates, Colossus, and a 4th gate, which is perfect, actually. So we have 4 gates already, and a Colossus and Gateway Sneak, so we're looking really strong there. Yeah, let's take Humongous. We might play him. Let's take Petitioners if we absolutely need it as another 2-drop. Let's see here. We could take Locket if you are looking to splash, but that's like a not very good splash. And so far we didn't pick up any red cards, so I think I'm gonna take Uncommon for the ult. We can take, you know what? I mean, we may play it, maybe not. Okay, let's take another Prying Eyes. Okay. We got Mass Manipulation, which were very unlikely to cast. Maybe for like to steal 1 creature. But that's about it, if you're lucky. Let's see if we have anything else that we could play. We could only play Depose from this. Otherwise, we need to pick up some more guild gates to play Deploy. It's not, I don't think it's worth splashing necessarily. Titanic Brawl is very tempting because it's a removal, and so far we only have 2 incongruities in terms of removal. And we definitely want more, like, we're not necessarily gonna play Humongous, but we definitely want more early drops. So it's basically Mass Manipulation, Titanic Brawl, and Scuttlegator here that fit our colors. There's a Senate Courier, but yeah, we don't necessarily want. Although it's a 3-drop, I guess. I don't have many 3-drops. I think Titanic Brawl here. Let me just check. I don't think Mass Manipulation has. It's a B-, I guess. So that's something. And Titanic Brawl C+. You know what? I mean, it's a form of removal, right? And if I can get 4 islands, like up to 6 mana, and be able to cast it, steal 1 big creature that might like swing the game around in my favor. Screw it. Let's see here. So we have a few options here. We have Spider. Although I don't think we need to worry about flying creatures too much, since we have Shieldbringer and Homunculus already, and we can incongruity them to the ground as well. We have an Eel for a 4-drop, which we also don't have too many of. And Eel is just a decent creature as well. Can turn into 5/5, which can block very nicely. We have Swirling Torrent, however our deck is already very heavy on like late drops, high cost cards, and I'm not too sure if I want to play Swirling Torrent. So I think I'm gonna go for the Eel here, just to fill out my curve here in the middle a little bit more. So wait, this is here. No wait, like we were hoping to play this as a 3 mana, right? So it's looking like this, Okay. Okay, let's, yeah, I'm gonna go with the Eel here. We have another Shieldbringer, which is a good card, but we have another Titanic Brawl though, too. So it's close, I think. So Shieldbringer is probably like a B, right? It's C+, actually, okay. And Titanic Brawl is C+ as well, so that doesn't help. But it's definitely between the two. So I would really love to pick up more early pickups here. Like we are only sitting basically at 3 hybrids, and that's about it for our early drops, and then we are straight to 3 mana. So adding another like very costly creature here, like even if I replace it for Humongous, not sure if that's what we want to do. Although it is another win condition, like a 3/3 flyer. But like Titanic Brawl, like we are gonna end up with big enough creatures late in the game, so we will have something to brawl with. So I think I'm still gonna go for brawl here, and we might see Shieldbringer later, maybe. And I think I picked something else. Oh yeah, so I didn't pick up a previous Titanic Brawl either over something else. So so here would be a good reason to have some red splash, but sadly we have none. Although we do have a Windstorm Drake. That being said, we don't really have a lot of flyers as it stands. We only have a Homunculus and Shieldbringer for now, I think. So might not be the best here. Although it's technically just another Shieldbringer in terms of stats at the very least, right? Although again, adding another 5-drop might not necessarily be what I want to do here. I could take the Commander just as a filler because I think I'm really missing early game here. There's another Applied Biomancy, but I think I have enough interaction for now with Brawl, Biomancy, Incongruity, excuse me, and then later on with Mass Manipulation. Although I could, I guess, just bounce and kind of survive. It's a tough call. Like, that's really, yeah, it's a filler, nothing else. Okay, let's hope we can get some more early creatures later. Sadly, not yet. So I think I'm gonna go for the courier because it's 1/4 and can help me survive later over the pump spell here. Now it's a creeper or Renhorn. So I think it's a creeper, just because I need more early game. Or actually gonna go for the duelist here, because it's both early play and a trick in one card. That can actually kill like all the 3/1s, 2/1s, and so forth. So I think that's good enough. I'm definitely gonna go for caretaker here, because it can help if I'm stuck on lands, and it's an early play as well, which is something. Yeah, I'm gonna go for the commando if I really need to, after looking at my curve later. Nothing here for us, so I think I'm gonna just take the uncommon for the vault. Let's see. How do we look right now? So I think our early game looks a lot better now. We have like 5 1 or 2 mana creatures that we can play. We have early interaction as well. We're not necessarily gonna play Quench. With apply Biomancy and Titanic Brawl. We could also always play this as a 1-drop if you really need to. Our 3 mana looks kind of weak. Wish I had more here, and maybe more 4 mana as well. So I'm tempted to go for X-Bane Beast here again, even though it's, you know, just another filler. Or the 3/4 mana is, I think, still better than 3/3 mana. And we are looking to win with Lizrock, with Chillbringer and Aeromunculus flying over, with Gate Colossus, with Biogenetic Moose. So we have a few win conditions here. And also with, of course, with hybrids, like going 6/6. Yeah, we have 4 gates already, and I don't think I picked up anything I could splash for. Yeah, Mockery I cannot splash for. Goblin Gathering is not good enough to splash for. So, well, yeah, I'm just gonna take outcome for the vault to get those sweet mythic wild cards later on. And we have a commando as a filler. Common for the vault. And a common for the vault. Yep, okay, so that's our deck. We have to make make 1 cut actually only. So we basically drafted the deck here. Speaking of, there's our vault. Which I'm gonna pop right now, I guess. Let's see. So I think I wanna. Well, we have a good ratio, 17-7, so we can cut both a creature and a spell and don't feel bad about it. So I think, if anything, I may consider Senate Courier as a cut, although it's a good blocker. I think Summit Locket is going to be good here, because we have a lot of good 5-drops that we would like to play sooner, and even a Gate Colossus as well. Plus it will help with mass manipulation, definitely. We are 17 lands, and I think we are fine if we keep the Locket to stay on 17. I could put in the Petitioners, but they're really not doing anything for me there. And on top of it, the Locket also helps a little bit with card draw, although we have selection with incubation too. And it's like a, you know, a cantrip as well. So what do we want to cut here? Yeah, Senate Courier might actually be too good to cut, because if anything, it's a good blocker that could help me stay alive long enough to play all my big threats. So we're looking at an X-Bane Beast possibly, or Gateway Sneak, or sorry, Coral Commando. I think those will be the 2 big ones, although X-Bane Beast is also like a good blocker. like blocking all those 3 power creatures and dealing with them at the same time. I think Ooze, like Galloping Lizard, is definitely good enough with Ooze and Aramon. Like I have enough adapt creatures to make use of him. So I think I will risk a little bit here and like up my curve by cutting the commando. Like hopefully I have enough 2-drops to survive, and then turn 3 I kind of want to play Locket anyways. So let's try this. So it is definitely Oozy. It's gonna be Oozy deck. I don't know why, but it's going to be this. Let's look at the rest of our cards. So for green, we basically don't have anything else, like just another random 3-drop. With a little bit of an upside, I suppose, which we could sub in for like very aggressive matchups, like against Rakdos. Other than that, yeah, we could have Humongous, and we could sub in Humongous for like heavy removal decks. Prying Eyes if you're looking to go more control, although yeah, I don't think we can afford to. But if I see like I cannot cast my mass manipulation whatsoever, I'm probably gonna sub in Prying Eyes instead to have more draw and to fuel myself in longer games. Okay, I think that works. Let me just save the deck and open my vault. Woohoo! It kind of sucks it's only 1 mythic rare. Okay, I'm not gonna complain, it's free after all. Right, alright, let's jump into the first game and see how we do. I'm not too sure about incubation incongruity, like how effective those are gonna be as removals or as card selection. So I might replace them like for Quench or something to have a more early interaction. So I think this I keep. Like we have 3 lands, we have a 3-drop, then into a 4-drop, potentially a card draw, and we have Ooze most of all. So we have a lot of 2-drops. I think I'm still gonna play the Guildgate here, because we can draw into the hybrid, or yeah, we can use Duelist. So I think it still makes sense to play the gate, not kind of greed it out with Gateway Sneak. Yep. So what are options here? We could try and ambush the Duelist. Sorry. Not the Hide Goblin. We could just play Gateway Sneak, which actually blocks him, and he won't be able to bump him yet. If he has a bump spell, then we're gonna be sad. But we're not looking. We only have 3 more gates, so it's not a guarantee that we're gonna get gate anytime soon. At the same time. I could just play nothing and try to ambush him with Duelist, as I said at the beginning, but that, I don't know, not sure if that's worth it. And if he has a bump spell, I just basically spend turn doing nothing. Well, he still has presence on the board, so I think getting the board presence is more important right now, especially his Gruul is going to be very aggressive. And if we get a land drop, we can Simic Locket and Fairy Duelist next turn. Okay, that's perfect. Okay, that's good. That's what we wanted. So we just lock it and we pass. Let's see here. So if he bumps him, he will be 4-3. So sadly we won't have enough damage to kill him. So Duelist actually doesn't help me here a lot. Although if I actually block and he pumps, then he spends the turn doing nothing, right? So that works for me too. Let's see if he will. Okay. That works. And now I think I'm gonna play Ooze right away. Although I could just go with Axebane Beast first and see if he has any fight spells. Because the Beast blocks Goblin very effectively. I mean, it's a trade, but he has to pay for mana for that trade to happen. Because if there's a fight spell, like, I'm only getting like a very limited value from the Ooze. Not sure. At the very least, I'm gonna end up with him wasting a fight spell, right? And it's +2/+2, so yeah, so he could use it on Rabble Slinger. You know what, let's see. Oh yeah, right. And we still got a card. I forgot that he can get a card even without a gate in play. So we're gonna probably keep the gate for the next turn. We don't necessarily need it right away. And if he doesn't have any answers, I think we just won. We're gonna Guild Gate, attack with Sneak, see what we draw by Genedius. Okay, so he does have a yeah, so I should have waited there. Okay, good to know for the future. Yep. Okay, we can keep drawing. Although now he's probably gonna keep those fight spells just for the Ooze, not that he's seen it. Yeah, I probably should have waited with him a little bit longer. I could Eel here and then turn him 5/5 next turn. Or Axebane Beast and Incubation. Although now that I'm playing against Gruul, I'm gonna keep Incongruity for all of his big creatures, probably. I think I'm gonna Axebane Beast here to stop the Goblin. I mean, I think I still got the value out of Ooze, because it was basically 1 for 2, right? So he has his own Axebane Beast, but we can still keep going for 2, so that's good damage. Okay, we have played almost all our gates. Would be nice to find Colossus now, so I think I may actually go Incubation just to look for the Colossus. Because that's one that he won't have, he will have trouble dealing with, and we can keep one Incongruity for his big creature. Well, let's have a look. Sadly, it doesn't Colossus, but we can pick up Frilled Mystic and counter one of his big threats. Otherwise, I would have gone for Hybrid, of course. But we have enough board presence for now, so I think I'm gonna go for Mystic, and we can play him in response to his big creature. And yep. And I think I'm gonna keep fishing for the Colossus here. Because he'll need a 6/6 to deal with him and another Savage Smash, basically. I don't think there's anything else in red-green that can deal with Colossus, so... Or yeah, there's Incongruity, but he would need blue mana. So there's a Hybrid. Tempted to... I mean, he's kind of far away from 6 mana. And with enough beasts I can just double block him, so I guess I'm gonna let it in. I can always bounce it as well, once he actually... adapts, so that works too. Yeah, I think I'm gonna be happy with this for now. Okay, no more gates, so no more sneaking around. Yeah, I think I can, with Frit Mystic, with Bounce, and with a generally good board presence, I think I can afford to search for Colossus a bit more. Because I think Colossus can close out the game here. And we still have one more gate that we can get to like get him back, even if he like triple or quadruple blocks. So let me fish for him a little bit more. Sadly, he's not here. We don't have any counters in play, so Lizrock is not going to be good here, so I think I'm gonna go for Hybrid instead. Play my own Hybrid. And play another island. And yeah, we're good for now. He says he's at 4 lands, so he still can adapt, so that is good. Yes, I think the weakness in our deck here is that we have some big creatures, but I think maybe not enough to close out the game, and like probably not enough interaction to break the board stalls like this. But I think I probably should have attacked more last turn. I need to learn to be more aggressive in those matchups. Okay, I can let the ramen. It's only 2-2. No Gil gets inside. Oh, there's one. Okay, I'm tempted to draw cards here because I have enough mana even to cast Mass Manipulation. And I really want that Colossus. Well, still no sight. Okay, we have a Brawl here, so that's a good way to do some interaction. Yeah, I think we could attack here, definitely. We have some cheap interaction here. We have Titanic Brawl. And not enough interaction to play Gateway Sync, sadly. It can just be blocked by X-Bane Beast, and we are not gonna do much there. But I think this is good enough. And I can keep hybrid back if he happens to get a 6 mana there. So we are going to definitely play both. So +1/+1, and we are going to bounce the Ram, I guess. Alright. That works. We can still adapt. We can still play Frill Mystic to counter something big, so he does have a 6 mana. So if he adapts, I'm just probably gonna adapt myself and block and trade, and then we are still ahead in the board. If he plays something big, I can just counter it. So we're playing a kind of slow game here. So maybe this version of Simic's kind of control-y, so Prying Eyes might be an option here after all. Let's see if he has a removal. He's probably just attacking himself. Oh no, there's trash, okay. I mean, that's a big removal taken care of. It's probably not a bad not the worst of deals. What can we do here now? So we can Titanic Brawl in response if he actually adapts the next turn. So I think we can happily attack here. Oh yeah, I forgot he can bump as well. I mean, I think I'm happy trading Although I'll have to play something to Titanic Brawl later. So I could Brawl now, but I think it's more important to take care of the hybrid than of the Goblin. So I can play just another X-Main Beast later, so I think I'm good with that. Yes. The duel is doing the heavy lifting, dealing all the damage, with a little bit help from the sneak. So we can play this, and then we can either Brawl or counter. So I think I'm fine with that. And then once all those tricks are up our sleeves are used up, then we can play Aramanculus. Or maybe next turn like Aramanculus and keep up Mystic. Where is my Gate Colossus? Come on. 17 cards, like I kinda need to kill him, so... So yes, the weakness of this deck is that I don't have enough early things, I think, to break the board stall. I think I should have been more aggressive as well. I kinda slept there on the attack early. I think I need to count more... I think I'm fine with this. Like, there's a chance he won't be able to play those cards. So there's Brawl and Footlight Fiend, so... I got unlucky there. But the thing I'm scared the most is like a big creature at the moment. Like the Brawl is not necessarily good for him right now because he doesn't have good creatures, like big creatures, so... And if he wants to sacrifice those two here, I'm fine with that, although I think I'm just gonna play Chillbringer here, and that should probably get me closer to the victory. And I'm gonna tap the hybrid. So he can Titanic Brawl here if he wants. So that delays him even if he wants to actually adapt, and probably can go even with the sneak. Like he can give him a choice. It's either he blocks a sneak, prevent me from drawing a card, but taking more damage, or take less damage but gives me a card. I still have enough cards, I think. So he's considering brawling here, I guess? Unless he has something else on hand that we haven't seen yet. Yep, okay, I'm fine with that. That brawl could have been used on something much bigger, so like a Chillbringer, my beast, and stuff like that, so I'm cool with that. Sure. Okay, now he's on 3-turn clock. I'm obviously gonna counter anything that can endanger Chillbringer. So he does have 3 gates now, so Ram is going to be 6/6. I think this is a good time for Mystic. 6/6 on top of another 6/6 would be too much for me to handle right now, so I think that's the good timing there to use this. And the next turn we probably go Aramanculus and hopefully finish turn after. Okay, he still has an incubation, so he may look for like another big creature. This is just a Rubber Runner, so we should be good. I think we can easily attack here with everything. Like, he cannot block the sneak because he will die. So the sneak goes in. We get to draw one more card in case we need it. And obviously I'm an idiot and I missed the lethal because I could have just brawled and just go in for lethal, but... Well, here's our Colossus. We're not gonna show it to him though. And I think we're good to go. without showing him anything. Maybe well, he doesn't know I have Titanic Brawl, so I mean, there's a little bit of a win there, right? So maybe I don't have to show him it. Like, he needs to find an answer to Chillbringer. So I haven't shown him the Homunculus, Gate Colossus, Titanic Brawl. So Gate Colossus can definitely take him by surprise next game. No. Okay, I guess, yeah. We missed lethal. It could have turned bad for us if he had like a big bomb. But yeah, we at least didn't show him any information. So Quench might not be too bad here, since it is Gruul. So he will like rarely have mana untapped after playing his like early big threats. Gateway Sync did a lot of good work for us here. Incubation, Incongruity, I mean, it was helpful to find creatures to make sure we actually keep getting creatures in. Caretaker, I think, is still good to keep here. So if I wanted Quench and look at it, like a lot of work for us too. Yeah, Mass Manipulation will be very nice as well. Like if I can see like a Ram or something, and we still haven't seen his like biggest creatures. Like we only seen kind of basically hybrids and X-Bane beasts and all that kind of stuff, right? Bouncing is also good because his spells are expensive, so I think I'm gonna stick to what I have for now. Yeah, so I kinda run into the same situation with the previous Simic deck I was playing, and I also got to 3 wins with it, I think, if I remember correctly. That I didn't have enough, I didn't have enough interaction, so okay, I think I'm gonna be greedy here and try to go for it. I mean, I have 3 2-drops, a 3-drop, a 4-drop, so all I need to get is we had 2 shots at lands. We have Incubation as well, so okay, perfect. We are in the business now. We just need to hope for more lands. It's kind of sad this doesn't look for land too. Perfect, so now we have everything we need. Yeah, and I kind of run into the same situation when I would have like a lot of board stalls because I basically didn't have enough. I did not have enough of. Yeah, we keep a duelist here, I think, or we just straight up a Homunculus. I think we are Homunculus, and then worst case scenario we get in for 2. But then if we get a land, we can already start going in for a lot more. Although he might have Savage Smash, so maybe it's better to just keep up duelist here. Yeah, okay, let's keep up duelist for now. I keep interrupting myself. Yeah, well, basically, like all the games would last like a long time because it was a board stall after a board stall because I had enough good creatures to fend off the enemy, but I didn't have enough good creatures to let's see if he has something. I didn't have enough good creatures to actually break the board stall, or didn't have enough good spells to break the board stall. Okay, let's see what he has. He has something, it seems. Okay, that's a brawl. That's unfortunate, but we can kill it regardless. I mean, it's, yeah, 2 for 2, I guess, because I lost a creature. I lost a creature too. But he lost a spell. A relevant spell, very much relevant, right? So here's that. So I think we are Homunculus here, since he doesn't have creatures, so it will be difficult for him to brawl right away, and then we can adapt and actually start going in for a lot of damage from air. And I think I'm gonna incubation here and keep up another incongruity for later if I need it. Although I kind of want more lands, so it would be kind of, I think incubation might be risky here, so I'm gonna keep it for later. And sadly he has a Secure the Critics here. Nothing we can do about that, but he's stuck at 3 lands, so that's good news for us. And we're stuck at 4 too as well, so that is not good. So I think I want to play XBMBs here to have a strong board. And the next turn we can do some tricks. We can maybe look for creatures if we actually get to our 5th land. Oh, okay, it's Druid, okay. But I'm guessing he's not gonna block with it, so we can attack here. Sadly, we don't have our Brawl yet. I am actually tempted to turn it into a frog. Although it's just 1 land, so maybe it's not necessary yet. I mean, if he may keep getting screwed, he may not, right? So it's kind of a big gamble, and I'm actually giving him a relevant creature in exchange, so I don't think that's the best play here. So let me incubation first. See what we get. Okay, so we are not mass manipulating this time around, but we have a Colossus, although we don't have any gates. But I think it's a nice card to work towards too, right? And we just need like a one gate basically, or 2 gates, and we can play him on turn 6. So I think that works, and we can cast Hybrid, and we can keep up Applied Biomancy if we need it. Oh yeah, see, he got the land anyways, so I would have changed much, and he would have a 3/3 with which he could attack me, plus whatever he's gonna play. Like if he's going to play like a big 5-drop, and yeah, maybe, but maybe I'll just delay it by 1 turn and still give him a 3/3. Yeah, okay, so there's a Runhorn. But yeah, again, like that's probably just 1 turn difference there. And we're still stuck at 5, so that's not good for us. Well, we can double block here for good results. We can still apply Biomancy if he has any tricks as well. So we'll probably, that he'll be tough choice for him, because basically do I deal with the beast now, but be afraid of hybrid later, or do I do hybrid and leave me the beast, right? So I think that works for us. So I'm gonna go for 1 here and pass the turn. And if he adapts with it, I think then I'm gonna incongruity, basically. So he loses the 3/5 and the ability to have like 3 mana. So I'm probably gonna keep incongruity once he gets to 5 mana, okay? So the enemy bounced back, and he's not interested in attacking. So I think this is where I should incongruity. Like giving him here another 3/3 might be not a good. Well, I can wait. I can wait for him to adapt. Okay, there's a 6th mana. I would love if that was a gate. But if he can keep getting mana and eventually to play the Colossus, then that's good enough. Okay, now I can both incongruity and apply Biomancy if I need to. I can also adapt the hybrid. We have options. Let's see what he does. Okay, as expected. See if he has any spells. So here is where I'm not sure where and how the damage application is handled, right? Because if he goes like, I want to kill this, and goes 4, I mean, he probably goes 5 here anyways. Like, the game doesn't tell you like how the damage is actually applied here. It's just kind of confusing. So, and I think the order is like this, right? So he deals damage to this guy first, and then to this guy. So I think I'm gonna pass here. Like, that's one thing I'm not too sure about how this actually works. Like, the order of blockers, how damage is applied, and stuff like that. Yeah, see, like I could have saved this guy there. So I mean, this works too. Like, I don't mind training the X-Bane Beast for Renhorn, definitely, and I get to keep on my 6/6 for later. Okay, that's just another beast. So he's not interested in adapting here. And well, let's see. It's kind of risky, but well, let's see. Let's see if he has another burn spell. Oh, he's a brawl, I guess? A smash, okay. Okay. So I think he had the upper hand there regardless. Okay, so we're in a bit of trouble here. Because we don't have much left, and we and I'm not sure if incongruity helps me a whole lot here. Like, it's just gonna be a 3/5, and then it's like 1 card by 1 card, so the extra mana is I'm not gonna do much. And I think I need creatures here. So I think we have to incubation and search for something we can actually put down on the board. And we have another hybrid. And I think hybrid is overall better than the Neo, because it can become 6/6. It has more counters for Lizrock as well. Okay. Maybe should have attacked, but maybe I'm gonna need that 1 extra damage here. So I think I'm gonna let that in. And then if because 3/3 here is not gonna help me at all. I could double block, but then I'm still gonna lose hybrid. And I kinda want a 6/6, and hopefully he doesn't have any more removals. He already played 3, so I'm just gonna let that in, and if he adapts, I'm just gonna bounce it back. Or maybe even bounce back this, +1/+1, brawl kind of shenanigans, but I don't think he's interested in adapting right now. Interested in... Ooh, Sphinx. Yeah, Sphinx is going to be a problem. Definitely. Yeah, so the opponent does have an upper hand here, had a lot more tricks than us. That's kind of the weakness of our deck, we don't have enough of those. Like, we only have 1 brawl, and he has Cure the Critics and Thrash too, as a kind of free removal. Yes, there's not much we can do. We can bounce it back always, so... Yeah, we are kinda have to put our eggs in the hybrid basket and then Lizrock, right? So that's what we kinda have to do. So that we only have 7 mana, so we can only adapt and do nothing else. So I might chump block the Sphinx. We'll see. But if we could get 11/11 Lizrock, that would be nice. So this is like, this is 10 damage, so obviously I cannot take all of that, so I think I'm gonna... And also like kind of banking on the fact that he's gonna survive. I'm hoping he doesn't have another removal, right? So yes, so if he adapts there, then that's gonna be 9 damage. Okay. Still not apt. So I think that's kind of suggesting that he still wants to keep up a spell for hybrid. Well, if we don't risk, we are not gonna win. So. I could brawl here, but then again, yeah, I really have to hope on Lizrock, because then I can... Okay. And I can still brawl, which is amazing here, because I can deal with this guy. Or this guy, I guess. Okay. Sadly, cannot brawl this guy because protection from Monocolored shenanigans. So good Colossus here as well. And sadly, I cannot bounce this guy yet, but as long as he cannot deal 5 damage to me, I should be fine. And I think also is gonna be better here still, because I'm just gonna have 6/6 and 8/8 to block the hybrid. Never mind. Yeah. Yeah, I needed more mana here. He just had too many creatures, and I couldn't block the Sphinx either. Ah, damn it. We needed more mana here, or like a cheaper creature to be able to block. Oh no, wait, we can Lizrock and then bounce, right? Of course. So we're probably just gonna chump block with hybrid here, right? And we want the Lizrock to be as big as possible so he doesn't get killed by anything. Okay. So we have our 11/11 Lizrock. The dream. It's the biggest we can get him, basically. Or maybe like a bigger with if oozes are there and stuff like that, so... Okay, I think I have to bounce here, basically. Because I can afford to take more damage in and then hope to get more answers. Next, although I don't think I have many. So Sphinx is definitely, like a big flyer is definitely a weakness for us. Let's see. So incongruity works actually, so I think I'm gonna have to keep up incongruity for Sphinx in game 3 if we cannot win this time around, basically. It's my only answer. And I cannot even attack here because he still has lethal next turn, sadly. At the same time, the Colossus can only be blocked by this guy. So I could be threatening him lethal next turn as well, but I definitely need to play something here. Because if I attack, block... No, wait, I can block too actually now with Colossus, even if I attack with this guy, right? So he doesn't have lethal. So yeah, I can attack with Lizrock here. Right. Right, because I have 2, I block 2, he goes in for 7. So my Lizrock can go in, and he needs to block it? Right, okay, never mind. Unless he wants to risk everything on the next turn. If he has tricks, I can... yeah, if he has tricks, then I'm in trouble. That's the only risk here, I guess. But if we don't risk, I think we'll just slowly die into turns. So I have to take that risk if I want to win. Because he has to block at least with one creature. Because I might have a spell as well, right? Okay. Well, let's see. Okay, I don't think he has a pump spell. So if he doesn't kill me now, I win. Because trample. Yeah, he doesn't even have enough toughness to block just the Lizard, so... Yay! There we go. It looked really bad for a second there, but we managed to pull through. With our 11-11 Lizard, the dream. Nice, okay, so we got a win. So I think the deck definitely has potential. But yeah, we are really severely lacking interaction with the enemy creatures. So I think we are gonna end up in board stalls like this a lot. So we may want to look at our deck and see if there's anything we can do to fix that, but I'm not sure. Because I think we have... I don't think I managed to have a 6/6 once. Because it was always getting killed before it could get into 6/6. So maybe that was also the problem here, that the opponent happened to have a lot of removal to deal with hybrids before they could go into 6/6 and break the board stall. I think Incubation Congruity is actually serving me really well right now, helping me to find creatures. And it's one of my few ways to actually deal with big flyers like the Sphinx, that otherwise I cannot deal with Titanic Brawl. Fred Mystic could be an answer there as well, I guess. Yeah, Biogen Ghost is definitely a board stall breaker. But we got to see it once only and it died right away. Still provided value, but nevertheless. Yeah, I think we'll have to try one more game with this and see how it goes. Maybe, I mean, this was kind of mirror, big creatures versus big creatures, although the opponent didn't have necessarily the best of creatures, but he had a lot of interactions, so he could manage. He did manage to kill off all of my creatures, and he almost won, but the Lizrock really brought me back to the game, and the fact that he didn't... he was missing that one last removal to deal with one of my blockers to finish me off. And we're definitely keeping Applied Biomancy. I think it's really strong, because of this 2 mana bounce and a combat trick in one card. So I think there's not much we can improve here, to be honest. We could try Prying Eyes. Although with Gateway Sneak and with Incubation, I think we have enough card draw and card selection. I mean, in both of those games I wasn't really complaining about lack of cards. So I think I'm good there. And then I can think about subbing in the small 3/3s and Humongous into more aggressive decks like Ragdos, or a more aggressive grow. So I think I'm gonna keep it this way for now. Alright, let me take a break and then we'll be back at it. And I am back, hopefully ready for some more good matches. I don't think we want to change anything in our Uzi deck. I think we are fine as we are right now. We would love to have a little bit more interaction here to break the board stalls a little bit easier, but sadly we have nothing else we could add to change that. The only thing we could change is we add more card draw if we wanted to, but that's a consideration for sideboard, I think, for a longer matchups. So for now I think we are gonna continue as we are. And see how far we can get. Okay. Opponent with the same avatar. And that is an easy keep. Only 2 mana spells. Now we have all the lands we need. We can play a Caretaker right away. I very much like that. Next turn is probably hybrid right away, then into Locket. Sure. Opponent is on Gruul most likely, although might be a Gaze deck. Or is Rakdos splashing green. Might be that as well, we'll see. He's splashing something. Okay, we draw Mass Manipulation for the first time. We already have all the required blue. Now we need to get to 6 mana to steal something. So I think this is just a Locket. The Scorch Mark is a little bit unfortunate since now we don't have anything on the board. Okay, so still not sure what he's splashing, but he might be, you know, can go either way. That's probably just swamps what he's splashing, so we'll see. Or black rather. Okay, so I think we go Ooze right away. He already used Scorchmark, so and a Dagger Caster, so hopefully Ooze can survive and take over the game. We could potentially wait a turn, hope to get a land. No, it doesn't work. Like we would need a creature for that to work. So we go Ooze right away and hope he survives. So we can see the dream. He would need a Skewer the Critics here, or Bedek, or Bedevil. He could have a Smash as well, and suddenly he has something, unless he's just reading the ability. Okay, cool. We got to see the dream, after all. Could Brawl here. He stepped out to get rid of the caster, although I think I'm better off keeping it when the oozes grow to deal with the Guardian, because that's my only Brawl. So I could also steal the Trollbird Guardian. Like I just need 1 more mana to do it. Right? Right. So I think if we get a land, or I could even tap here, right? So I can, okay, we can do it actually. So I'm gonna Brawl here. Wait a second, what? Why castle? Oh yeah, I need mana, right. Yeah, that's it. Right. And I think we steal the Guardian right away and attack with Oozes, basically. That looks like a play. And then he's super behind on board, and our Oozes will be 4/4. We don't really need to create a new one if we steal the Guardian, so... Thank you very much. And let's see if they can come back from this. Well, it's my newly obtained Guardian. Yeah. Okay, that was brutal. That was the dream. We got to cast the Ooze followed by mass manipulation, so that was nice. Okay, I don't think we need to change anything. So it's probably gonna be them sideboarding. Right now, we still didn't get to see like which colors they main, because we've seen excuse me, red removal, red caster, and this is greedy because we only have a semi-guild gate, so we cannot even cast a Caretaker right away. We can counter Reef, and like even with Caretaker, like she doesn't give us mana right away, like we need another creature, and then we basically have to hope to keep getting mana. At the same time, like even if we miss a land drop afterwards, we could still cast Senate Courier with Cerule. We could look for cheap creatures with incubation and potentially like reset 5 cards on the top if those are not lands. So this is super greedy, but I'll try to keep it, but because otherwise it's a decent hand. And perfect, we get a land. So if we can keep getting lands, we'll be good. We can skip one land drop and still be fine. Let's see here. I think I'm going to Caretaker and Incubation. And yeah, we would have waited for those 3 lands, so hopefully now we can get those lands sooner. Like we would miss the land drop twice. Okay, that kind of worked out for us. I think Aeromanculus is the play here. We could go for a Courier as well, which is just a nice blocker that's not easily dealt with. Like, or force him to use his Scorch Mark on the Courier. Like, Hybrid risks dying right away. At the same time, Aeromanculus can actually trade with Hybrid, and if he survives, then it's a nice flyer to have right away. So we have options here. The next turn we will have at least 4 mana if both creatures survive. If not, then we'll be at 3, so we could still play any of those 2. And still have a blocker if he has a way to deal with it. At the same time, he could deal with this with Skewer the Codex or Bedek if he has it. If he doesn't have anything, then I can deal a lot more damage here just blocking like this. So I think we're gonna go for Aeromanculus. If he has Smash, then it doesn't matter what I play, he can kill it. Okay, no, just a casual, no spectacle Rafter Demon. Okay, so I think he's Rakdos. Splashing green. Or maybe he's in the same situation that I was last draft, and he's like a weird Mardu, I think is the combination of the colors. Okay. I'll take that, I guess. I mean, sure, we didn't play much, but I'm okay. I'm confused. I'm confused. Anyways, I guess what we got out of this game is we see the dream realized, like one ooze and mass manipulation cast in succession. So we are satisfied. Let's see how far we can get. Like as always, my plan minimum is to get to 15 to 3 wins to get back my gems. I'm satisfied as long as I can get there. Anything above that is just an extra. Okay, let's jump into another one. I mean, it's been only 10 minutes so far. We didn't play a lot. We literally got to attack once, I think, in the first game. That's about it, and the opponents surrendered. And the second game we didn't get to do anything pretty much. So I think they had like a very weird amalgamation of those 3 colors, and they just realized it will just not work. Or maybe they were frustrated. They were after like losing the previous game as well, but very badly. And we're like, yeah, screw it. Yeah, Tilt can do it. Tilt can do it to you. Not sure here. Very not sure. I mean, we have an early blocker in case we miss out on a land drop. We already have a gate, so it's an incentive to keep the hand with Colossus. We know we have 3 more that we can grab. Okay, I think I'll try it out. It's probably not, probably a mistake, but okay, opponent Mult. So this increases our chances of surviving long enough to get to 4 mana. Or maybe drawing. Okay, so far so good. We have our early broker. Hoping to get more gates to get to the Gate Colossus sooner. Okay, and we don't have to worry about getting damage from Wayfinder. Okay, so we are playing against Gruul. And we missed our land drop here, so hopefully we can get a 4th land or a creature. A creature will also allow us to cast Mystic or X-Bane Beast. There's the runner, which we cannot afford to block. Okay, perfect. There's the land. And I think we go straight to the beast, so we don't have to worry about runner. And then, depending on whether we get a land drop or not, we will consider playing more creatures like a Chillbringer to start flying over, or to keep up Frilled Mystic. Because 4 mana, or 4 or 5 mana is when Gruul starts playing the most scary creatures. Yeah, there's a Ceratok. Okay, let's see. So we are 1 mana away from, or 2 mana away from casting Colossus. Oh, you could potentially cast it next turn if we have creatures still on the board. So that's a good incentive to actually keep playing here. Tap the Ceratok, then next turn if we can play Colossus, we can use Colossus to block. And it's not going to be as easily answered by Gruul, because like 4/4 will not cut it. Like he will need a 6/6 even with Smash. A combination of the +4/+2 pump spell and a fight spell could work, but yeah, that's probably not gonna happen. So I think I could always ambush the Ceratok with Frail Mystic after countering something, but he probably will attack first anyways, right? So that would be kind of a waste of a counter, I think. And yeah, okay, I think I'm happy with Chillbringer. Just disabling the Ceratok, so stalling the game. I could attack here, but he can double block, so it's probably not a very good attack. So I think I'm better off keeping it away. Plus, I might need to keep X-Bane Beast to be able to double block Ceratok if I don't get a land right now. Hoping to get land, because then Colossus can do a lot of good to us. And again, like, it's not very easily answered by Gruul. Like, no point removals, basically. And so far, no gates, no splash, nor anything like this, so Colossus is actually perfect in this matchup. Okay, our opponent does appear to have some interaction. He hovered Chillbringer. Yeah, that's the Sava Smash. And I think we'll get 5 damage to the face right now. Oh, okay. Haha. Yeah, that's bad. I think we need to trade and hope to get a land to play Colossus. Or rather, wait, if we trade, then we cannot play Colossus anymore next turn. And we kind of want to play Colossus next turn, so I think I'm gonna just take 10 for now. That kind of works, because it will lower the cost, right? So it works the same way. Yeah, okay. This should hold him at bay. Like, Savage Smash doesn't work here. He would need to pump Ceratok to 6/6 for it to work. It's rather unlikely he has those two spells right now. So Shaman is an answer. So I just have to make sure he's blocked. But I can basically chill here now, and like if you had like Shaman, I just block with Colossus. We still have 2 more gates to bring him back if we need to. So Airmunculus would be a nice combo with Blizzrock right now. Do I have enough mana to do this? I do. I can always tap with Caretaker. And I could then double block Enrage Ceratok as well. If he doesn't play anything before that. Yeah, I think that works. And I can basically chill for a turn to make sure I can actually answer the Thunder Shaman first. It would be nice to draw all fight spell. Or so I think, yeah, I'm fine with the another runner. Okay, that's perfect. We can just yeah, do this. Ooh, hoo, 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 hoo. How much mana do we have? 2, 3, 6, 7. So sadly we're 1 mana. Oh no, we could actually. Sorry, yeah. We're 1 mana away, sadly, for taking 2 creatures. From having 8 mana, we have 7, sadly. But the 1 is gonna be good enough, I think. We don't have to tap anything either. Oh, sorry, we have only 3 islands, so we do have to. But that's fine. Like, we could take the Thunder Shaman, and then we are no longer afraid that we're gonna lose Colossus. And we can just attack with it. It trades with Enrage Ceratok. So I think that's the play. I'm gonna pay 1. Yeah. So we're gonna do this. Gonna produce blue. Thank you very much. And now we can actually attack with Gate Colossus. And I think that's it. And then we block here like this and block 1 of those. So go in for 5. And he needs to block with either one of the runners or with Ceratok. So I don't think there's any one spell that will kill me here. At most. I mean, he'll need a combination of 2 spells, I think, to go around the blockers here right now. Yeah, that's definitely not the boar. Okay, and now with the, I'm gonna keep the gate, keep up the gate for as long as I can, in case he deals with the Colossus. So I think here is just Airmunculus and Gate Colossus attacking and keep up and keep back those 3 blockers. Because he has a lot of creatures, I have to be careful, and then always I can play Mystic on instant speed if he has any tricks behind his sleeve. So I think that's the play. We don't want to draw. We do want to win, of course, sooner rather than later, in case he draws to some sort of bomb that can break the stall here. I can still block easily like that. Okay, so he blocks now. Yeah, perfect. That's why I wanted to keep the gate, so he won't be very happy right now. Yeah, we are happy to deal with the Ceratok and one of the rubber runners. And now we play the gate and make him very unhappy. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And turn. And we keep a Mystic in case he does have some kind of bomb to overrun me right now. Nope. Okay. Okay, so the risk paid off. The hand was very risky, but it worked out. So we know that he does have a Savage Smash. We didn't see Brawl. He does seem to have a lot of the 3/3, a lot of 3-drops. So we probably should keep make sure that we have early creatures in our opening hand to answer those. He does have Saratog, which is kind of scary, but fortunately we have our X-Bane Beast, which can chump block if needed to. But other than that, we could make a argument for Quench, since it is Gruul, and they rarely have mana untapped after taking a turn. The Caretaker actually actually allowed me to win this game, so I don't think I wanna cut her. Same with Gate Colossus, same manipulation. Like, all those cards are pretty good. Could maybe cut the Lizrock here for Quench. I could see that happening. Like, Lizrock won me one game so far, but that's about it. And since this is Gruul, like, he will often spend all of his mana to play all the big creatures, so it might pay off even in late game. Not necessarily just in the early game. I think this is acceptable. We have a Sneak, we have a Duelist, X-Bane Beast too. And I was allowed to play first, apparently. I mean, sure. I don't think that's in Gruul's best interest. This makes me even more happy that I actually picked up Quench here. I think we incubate. Okay, so I think we keep the Colossus. It was actually a decent incubate. I'm actually not sure in which way the cards are drawn. Is it like this is the bottom, this is the top, or this is the top, this is the bottom? Not sure. Because if this is the top, then we would miss out on quite a few land drops. So I'm actually very happy I did that. And obviously I'm gonna keep the Colossus, since we already have one gate in. We can hope to get more. And Colossus basically won us the game previously. Very hard to deal with by Gruul when you're Gruul, so... we could make an argument to keep up Quench or Duelist, depending on what they do. They do have a lot of 3-drops, so they will probably play a 3-drop, which we could Quench. And then if we get a land, we can go for X-Bane Beast. They seem to be stuck. Okay. Sure. That punishes a little bit because we didn't. Oh, they have the flames. Okay, and sadly we don't have a land, so we're missing our land drops too. So I think I'm gonna go for Sneak, because if he's still screwed, then we can get cards and get to our land sooner. And now I'm gonna get punished and he'll get a land. Or is he still screwed? Nope, still screwed. Okay. So I guess he drew like a very greedy 1 or 2 lander. Oof, and Bargaining Abrogate as well. This card like destroyed me already once. I think we see what we draw first. And if he has any tricks that he would like to use to stop me from drawing. Nope. Sure. Okay. So just X-Bane Beast, our best creature right now. He does have something. The game paused there. So maybe it's a Scorch Mark. Okay, he's no longer screwed. And we have our land drops now. Nice. Yeah, so I would like to quench that because this will allow him to cycle his hand from like more of the big spells and into more land drops. So Fair Duelist here will give me nothing basically because I still cannot kill the Vandal. So that's kind of pointless, I think, because now he will probably get his another land drop. I would rather keep up Quench. So I could play the Courier to block the Vandal, together with like to block the Vandal. Then I can attack with the Beast and keep up Quench for his next creature. I could have killed the Vandal too. But if I can just counter whatever he plays, then steal the next thing once I get to 6 land, then I think I'm still good. And this way I get to actually win faster, which is also important. Yep, that's why I put in Quench. Yeah, he won't be happy. Okay, he didn't even attack. That's interesting. So I think here we just brawl and go in for 5, draw a card. Yeah, sounds like an idea, and then we can still and then we can think what to do afterwards. But I think we are in good shape. Okay. I think if you get a mana next turn, then it will pay off to pay the hybrid. He won't have any attacks that would require me to answer with Duelist. So I think it's better to just front load the hybrid. If you get a mana, upgrade him next turn and finish the game. We could also steal a Saratok if you get a 6 mana and finish the game. I mean, I think this will be demoralizing enough if that happens. It's interesting that I can play the Mass Manipulation even though I cannot pay for X right now. Huh, okay. Because that requires me 6 mana at minimum, right? And I have 5, so I guess X can be 0. Just kind of a noob trap, I suppose. Okay. Sadly, no 6 mana, which is a little bit annoying. Well, let's go with Caretaker and keep up the Duelist. So if he decides to attack, then we can deal with him that way. There's an argument to be made to just attack with everything. If he blocks the sneak, then I go in for 6, he's down to 5. And then if I take him over, I could possibly kill him next turn if I get to the 6th land. If he doesn't and blocks my big creature, I deal less damage but draw a card, which is not necessarily good too. No, I think we just pass. Maybe I should have attacked just with Courier. Oh, yeah, I should have done that. That was a mistake. Because I think I can still double block here and I'm still good. No, I couldn't double block. Never mind. Yeah, but I cannot block with the Courier anyway, so I should have attacked with the Courier. That was a mistake. So if you lose by 1 damage, we know why. I mean, sure. Yeah, he has a lot of those, which are not necessarily good. I mean, it's 3 mana 2/3, but yeah. That's about all it does. Okay, let's go for a 6 mana. There we go. So now what we do? So if you attack with Hybrid and threaten to turn a 6/6, then we can kill Saratok. And everybody else goes in. But he'll probably block like this and maybe like this. I think it's better to just take the Saratok and just attack with everybody. Or I don't think we can attack with Saratok once we actually take over. So maybe that's not the best idea. We can maybe keep it for something even bigger. If I do attack with everyone and he just chump blocks the runner, he might have spells and everything, so I think I'd rather take the Saratok here. Next turn we can play the Colossus as well, so let's. I think this is the safest way to win. Hello. And for now, just attack like this. See if he does have a pump spell in the end. He might. We don't mind exchanging it for the beast. We can still block with Ceratoc, we can just not block it, we have our HP full. And next turn we're gonna play Gate Colossus, and that should be enough. Or attack first, threaten to adapt. Yeah, there it is. That's fine. Could have been used to kill Colossus, could have been used to kill Hybrid. And I'm actually very glad I didn't attack, because I would lose the Hybrid then, and didn't get the Ceratoc. Ooze as well. But I think Colossus here is a play, because it blocks Recluse, easy and clean. So we should do that, and we're probably gonna just tap the sneak. And attack with Courier for one. And now we deal with the Recluse. He would need like more than one pump spell to save him. Let's see if he has another one of those, or maybe like a +3/+3. Yeah, okay, another Colossus, that's good. That is still gonna die, and we can resurrect Colossus later. We still have 3 gates to find. We still have Ooze. Okay, he's got a lot of those. Okay, so here we just attack like this. Hybrid can adapt, Ceratoc can trade for 1 runner, I don't mind. And then I go in for 7 if he double blocks the Ceratoc. So then he's on a 2-turn clock. Okay, that works. Yep. That might have not been the best choice, my dear opponent. And let's see if they have anything that can turn the tide into their favor. Nope. They're still dead in turns, as far as I'm considered. Okay, there we go. Okay, so plan minimum realized, 3 wins. I'm very happy. And so far, it turns out that the first match was the most difficult. Oh, nice, gems. Oh, nice, okay, cool. Haha, this is the first time I see this. So rewarding. M19. Okay, so we got an M19 rare that we already had that 4 of. Cool, nice, okay. Let me take a quick break and I think we'll continue. Alright, let's keep on going. I'm already very happy. Got my investment back. Actually picked up nice a nice mythic, a rare on top of it. So as far as I'm considered, I have already gained quite a lot from this draft. So anything beyond this is just an extra. That's a keep. An easy one to boot. Okay. Right. Let's incubate. Look for more creatures. Yeah, I think it is. We missed out on 1 gate, so that's a little bit sad. And on Biomancy. But this way we can play on curve. Looks like we are facing Azorius this time. Is that a quench? Okay. Still have 2 more hybrids, so it's not too bad. Okay, let's see if he has another one. Nope. Okay, so and he has no instant spells either, it seems. Oh, there's a Skyladder. Okay, so we have a blocker. I mean, we can still use it to produce mana, I suppose. So he still may have a counter. Well, he would have to pick it up because he didn't have it last time, right? So, I could just Caretaker here instead to set myself up better for mass manipulation. Potentially even next turn if he plays something big. What are the chances he picked up another counter just now from top to deck? Let's find out. Nope, okay, that's good. We managed to do both things, so if he plays anything nice and we get a land, he doesn't play anything, okay. Let's attack and see what happens. Nothing, it seems. So, do we keep up the Mystic to counter? Because he has already like a lot of mana. So I'm kind of afraid that he has like big things there. And we can then always Homunculus adapt next turn. To not lose the mana efficiency, and we can counter whatever big things he play. Okay, we don't care about that. So I think he just doesn't have anything interesting on his hand right now. Okay. Stuck first. And now what? So we're on 5 mana. So we could always use the Duelist as a trick. If he plays anything big, I can always steal it next turn. So I think look at this. He does have a counter now. It's a Thought Collapse. That's unfortunate. But nothing we can do about it. And okay, we may miss out on more land drops. So what to do here? So if we get a 5th land, we could adapt. So I think it pays off to play this right now. Play the hybrid. If we get a 6th land, we can adapt. And he's very behind on board right now, so we probably want to keep up the pressure. Okay, here's the Angel. So Angel and Homunculus just cancel each other out. So sadly, still no 5th land. Just a little bit bad. Okay, I think we just pass here, and then we can potentially double block with Duelist to get rid of the Angel if he attacks. So leave 1 mana away from being able to do Mystic and Duelist. Okay, I think we counter that. If he does have another counter, well, sucks to be us. Nope. Okay. We seem to be good. Still no 5th land, so I think we need to play Eel into Lizrock, basically. Attacking here doesn't really accomplish much. So I think Eel this. And then we can play it into Lizrock. Into Lizrock, which can break the stall. Okay, that's the consign to the pit. So that gives him a little bit of advantage, but as soon as we get a 5th land, we steal the Angel. And that should turn the tides. Okay, we have to wait for it, but that's good enough. And what do? We could attack with Eel. There's no point not to. I'm not sure if I want to trade Mystic for Veteran here. I mean, I could always dual this as well, if he bugs. Okay. So we are on the mass manipulation plan now anyways, so we don't necessarily want to play Lizrock next turn. And this way he has only Angel and nothing else, so... And I still can actually adapt Reveal. I probably should have done that actually. I forgot about the mana here. Okay. Sure. I'm gonna be taking that Angel anyways. Sure. That blocks the Angel, unfortunately, but... Okay, let's adapt here. He does appear to have something on his hand, so that might be another counter. Let's attack first, see what he does. Okay. Oh yeah, right, he can Vigilance. Forgot about that, and he just used up the mana here. So worst case scenario, he has Quench. So I could adapt here and go in for 11, which also works. I don't really die next turn to the Angel, so there's no need to steal it now. He may have something bigger. Yeah, sure, let's adapt. Yep, the caretaker is still doing the work for me, like saving me from land screw basically, constantly. Okay, he's at 5, so if he attacks, he's dead, basically. And then if he plays anything big and scary, we can just steal it. Yeah, that just Shimmer, although it does let him find a counter or something, right? Something he actually wants. Okay. He looked into the future and it was bleak. Okay, so he has a very slow deck, it seems. So we do have an argument to put in like commandos to hopefully run him over quickly. So once again, I think Lizrock is gonna be out. We don't need couriers necessarily, since he's very slow anyways, and he only had a courier and an angel from flyers that I've seen. But the 3 drops here from Coral Commando may actually be too much for him to take. We could also take our own Quench, although might not work since he seems to be rather slow. So I think I'm gonna go for this for a while and see, and then maybe if we actually lose to something that we could have dealt with Quench, then we consider Quench for the 3rd game. I think that is a keep, and yeah, that's why I actually put in the commandos, so I can have more reliable drops. Okay, there's a very good argument to actually have the courier in, but we do have a duelist, so that works. So I think we have enough creatures, so we don't necessarily need to incubate. We might also keep it for incongruity once he actually adapts to 5/5, because otherwise I don't have many ways to deal with it. So yeah, I think we save it for later. We have our Ooze, we have our Tribringer, so our hand is stacked. Okay, that might be Quench. I guess I don't mind taking 1 more damage and make sure I can play Commando on turn 3. Okay, he does have something, so... Okay, he just wants to run me over. Interesting. Okay, so I think either he had like a really unlucky hand, or this was his game plan from the beginning. Let's see here. So I know he has counters, so duelist is risky. So I think we're better off playing Commando and trade with the veteran. And sadly we are stuck on 3 lands, which may be the decisive factor here. Yeah, that's the Griff. Okay, so I think he just had a really bad hand, or now he has like all of his early drops. Okay, so he is tapped out now. So I could ambush the Pteramander. Could try and ambush the Pteramander and then lower the damage from Griffin and play hybrid in between. Let's try that, and then hopefully next turn we can get to 5th mana and place Chillbringer. Tapped out the Griffin. Okay, let's see if he has a counter. Nope, that works. He does have something. Okay, final payment, wow. I mean, we still prevented the damage at the very least, and he took 5 for his trouble. So, okay, perfect. We stay alive. And next turn we can play Ooze. Unless... Okay, now we don't know if he has a counter or not, so playing Ooze is kind of risky here. Instead, we could play Eel and have a 5/5, which is going to be threatening enough. And then if he counters... Okay, he doesn't have a counter, that's good to know. That's kind of, I guess, unfair part of Magic Arena, that you can kind of guess whether they have something or not. It's very hard to fake having something. Like, you would have to always be in a control mode and always pass the steps to give away that information that you're not holding anything currently. How do we deal with this? I think we just trade. Like, they have the live fleet right now, and if they don't have a counter, if they didn't draw a counter now, then we can just play Ooze, and Ooze should outpace those 2 guys here, and we keep up Incongruity for Pteramander, which will be able to adapt soon. Okay, I'm happy to trade here. Yeah, he's missing 1 mana to adapt. So, okay. Incongruity is an instant, so I think it's better to keep it up. See him wasting the turn and then play the Ooze, basically. So he has 5, 6 in 1 instant, right? So it's cost 7 now. So he probably has a land. I think he was looking it up, basically. We have 6 mana ourselves, so we can only play this and nothing else, but I'm fine with this. We could, if he doesn't do anything, I can always adapt with Eel, although Eel is only 3 mana, so I can even attack with Eel here. And adapt if he doesn't do anything, see if see what is the last card on his hand, if that's a trick. And we still have enough mana to... yeah, yeah, that works. To Incongruity when he adapts with Pteramander. Okay, let's see. He didn't get anything. Alright, that works. We can raise this. Ooh, a Chillbringer. Although now we can play Ooze safely, so that works too. So let's see. So I think I'm still better off keeping the incongruity for 5/5 flyer, because that's going to be a problem, and it will be even able to block Ooze for a long time. While Shieldbringer will not be able to block Ooze right away, and it's still going to take him 3 turns to kill me instead of 2 with Terramander. So, although if I do play Ooze, then yeah, I need to do it now, basically. So I can play Ooze now. So now we are racing. And he also needs to consider that if he attacks with Shieldbringer as well, he will have a few blockers left. And I can just attack with Eel to get rid of the frog, and if he attacks, then I can just overrun him next turn, right? So let's see if he can come back from this. Does he have a removal? Okay, well, that works. We still have one incongruity, which we could, or do we? Wait. We do, yeah, okay. Sadly, that's not it. So sadly, he kills me next turn. Can I threaten lethal here so he has to block? I mean, that's lethal, right? So he does have to block, although he can just block with Duelist and Frog Lizard and he's still fine. Sadly. Well, let's see what he does. Yeah, so, but anyways, that is even more incentive to actually kill him sooner, right? In the game number 3, it's an incentive to keep up Quench as well, although I'm not sure if I can actually counter it with Quench. Yeah, I don't think I can counter him with Quench either, so, Well, let's see the oozes grow. So we don't have many ways of dealing with Sphinx, like Brawl will not work either. So I'll have to keep up incongruity for the Sphinx and for Terramander, basically. That's the only way we can deal with it, and other than that, hope to close the game before that happens. We have a reason to bring back the Courier to deal with all of his small flyers. What do I get out? Colossus might be too slow and it's not gonna help me against the Sphinx. Manipulation will not work against the Sphinx. So I think we might get rid of the manipulation here and put in another smaller creature. Yeah, Quench will also not work. So let's try this and see how we do. Now we get to be first as well, so should be easier to be aggressive. Sphinx is really strong, actually. I've lost many games to the Sphinx simply because protection from monocolor saves him from a lot of removals. Like especially the ones that you would sideboard in for flyers, like Sagittarius Volley and stuff like this. It saves you from Titanic Brawl, from Consigned to the Pit, from the white mana exile creature for power greater. Yeah, it gives him the protection from monocolor is good enough for it to be a very threatening creature, even if it's 7 mana. Obviously easier to deal with if you're Gruul or Rakdos, because you can use Get the Point, you can use Savage Smash. Okay, that's not exactly what we're looking for, but I think it's good enough to keep. And we're probably not looking to play anything turn 2, so... Yeah, but we have to keep up the incongruity, like this is our only answer to those big threats, so... We will have to hold on to it. And he mulligan as well, so... It's another argument against incubating right now. Okay, he seems to have a slower hand now again. We don't really have anything for 5, so we just play Courier. See if he has a Quench. Yep, that's a Quench, that's okay. If he doesn't have the flyers early, then we don't really care. Then we have a perfect answer. If he didn't play this, I would play Locket to play Ooze right away, but we can hope to get a 5th mana and he taps out, and then Ooze should take over the game very quickly. Okay, perfect. So 5 mana pretty much wins the game. And we don't have to attack yet. Sadly, we cannot make more Oozes. We are missing 1 green. But this should be good enough. He's stuck at 3, it seems. Happy to block. Might be a final playmat. No, it's just Slime Bind. So he just wants to get some life, I guess. I mean, that works. What do? We probably want to lock it so we can make as many oozes as we can. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. Never mind. Break my train of thought. Go and surrender. Okay. Well, we're 4-0. I don't think I was ever 4-0 in a draft. So let's see if we can get to 5th win. I didn't think this deck would be this strong. Like, the first games were very close, like lots of board stalls. Maybe it was maybe because it was kind of a mirror match there. But I definitely didn't anticipate to do this well based on the first game. Like, I thought I drafted a good deck, but then the first games were so close and so full of board stalls that I was thinking that it's actually not that good. But I seem to be proven wrong here, and obviously I'm not gonna complain. Okay, we are on the draw, and this is a perfect keep. Opponent moves, so we may be in luck here yet again. Having 4 guild gates is definitely a big boon. Yeah, I think we'll be happy to trade here, since he'll get like a lot of life and we're playing against Orzhov. And being at 4-0, it makes me think that this guy has probably like tons of trolls and tons of... and big bombs like Absolution or Chaos Wrath or something along those lines. And I think we're probably gonna lose here, simply because we don't have, I think, enough answers towards flyers. So trolls will just basically kill us very quickly, and we missed our land. Well, we didn't draw land, we didn't miss a land drop yet. But yeah, I would like to get one. I think it's hybrid and then apply the Biomancy if he attacks. Again, I think I should save incongruity for flyers, since flyers is the weakness of our deck currently. We only have Chillbringer and a Homunculus to answer them. 1 Brawl, so it's not great many things. And Orzhov tends to have a lot of trolls, especially the one at this level of play, at 4 wins, so he needed to get here somehow. Okay. Oh, I'm stupid. It's 2 mana, not 1. Never mind me. Well, now we missed our land, which is bad. But I guess we can just block the Oligarch with Sneak. So we're both stuck at 3. Let's see who can break the curse first. I mean, I don't mind the token here. Let's see if he blocks it. If he uses it to block the Sneak on the way back. Wouldn't mind drawing an extra card for an extra chance at the land. Okay. Cool. Okay, perfect. Let's hope we can keep it up. So we definitely want to have a Mystic when he gets to 6 mana. We might consider Quench if he actually does have Thief Taker. So that's a little bit annoying. Makes it more difficult to counter. But I think we just go aggro here. He's still at 3 mana, so that's probably the best thing to do. So he does have Carnarium, which is kind of bad for us. He does have Undercity Embrace, which is not too good, but Carnarium is very good, Oligarch is good, Good Mage is good, and Carnarium is very threatening to us, because it can easily kill all the hybrids. Yeah, I think at this stage we keep up the Mystic. We can still play it, even if it's 1 more, right? So that's fine. And if he gets a 4th mana and like a big 4th drop, we can counter it with Mystic and put him in a even more behind. We could apply Biomancy as well to just bounce it back. Okay, there's the land. So that's a good call. Sure, I'm happy to raise. Let's see what he has. Or what they have. Juggler, that's a, yeah. That's a Mystic right there. Okay, we can go in for 6. Then we can bounce more stuff that he plays. That's not a Juggler, hopefully. Imp is fine. He has plenty of fodder, so I probably don't want to bounce him. Because otherwise he'll get just too much healing. We can keep attacking here with both. If he, we can just pump Frilled Mystic without bouncing. Or bounce the Thief Taker as well. That works. Yeah. Okay, we're happy with that. And then if he only plays 1 creature, we win. We pump and bounce. If he plays 2, we continue and see where that gets us. Okay, so that might be a lethal. I think we're gonna try it, and then if he has something, we can incubation for a bigger creature. Okay, I don't think he has anything. Okay, we are close to 5-0. one win away. So we know he does have Undercity Embrace, we know he has Carnarium, he has some imps, he never got to 5th mana, so we don't know if he has thrills and how many. Well, I'm guessing he has at least 1 or 2, considering the score. So I think we do want Quench here. We might want Humongous as well, because of the removals. And I haven't seen any like high toughness creature yet, so Humongous might be actually good. Even just to block all the oligarchs and all the small things, although he might have the Death Touch creatures, so then it's not so good anymore. Commandos are definitely bad here because of the Cry of Carnarium, so there's no point trying to go super aggressive. Yeah, I think I'm gonna stay with this for now. And if he shows us, and if they show us, I need to learn to say they, not he or opponent or something. Like I always, it's a Polish thing. Like I'm Polish, and in Polish, like the male form is like the basic. It's like the default. Like the male gender is default gender of when we talk about things or something, right? That are undefined otherwise. So for me, it's just natural to say he, but yeah, it might be a she, right? So it's kind of disrespectful to just be he. So I should be saying opponent, or I should be saying they. I need to learn that. It's not a habit for me, definitely, and it's like I said, and in Polish it's just natural to use male form as a default when you're talking about things, or so yeah. I mean. 3 gates and a Colossus, so he can potentially slam down on turn 4 actually with Locket in. So I think I'm gonna keep this. And then turn 1 I can just incubation for creatures. Or turn 2. This may be too slow, but we'll see. Orzhov is not entirely like a super fast deck either, so okay. Let's incubate first. We need to find some more creatures, of course. Okay, we have a fine selection here. So probably Arimunculus is the best here. Dodges the Panther. Can play turn 3. Although turn 3 I kinda wanna lock it, so I can play the Colossus ASAP, although then he will just keep Panther back. And it's not gonna be too helpful, so I think Arimunculus here for now. And play another gate. Could make an argument to keep 1 gate back, so I can actually get the Colossus back. So I think this turn is definitely Arimunculus to either get the removal out of him. And there's the Embrace, so that would work very well against the Colossus. And so far he only has Panther himself, so that's fine. Okay, there now you are taking 2 each turn, so that's a little bit worse. I think we lock it and Caretaker. So we can Colossus next turn. We haven't seen any spot removal yet, other than the Caretaker. We haven't. I don't think we've seen final payment yet. He's at 5 mana, so he might have the Absolution, but I think right now we need to worry about the board, so Colossus it is. So he does have something. Let's see if that's final payment. And we still have a gate to get him back. That's just a Bellhound, that's not too bad. I think it's Quench. Yeah, now he stays back. Yeah, definitely keep the gate for the Colossus. I guess I can Bellhound here with Brawl. Attack. Deal with the Panther because it's just gonna stay there otherwise, or he'll keep attacking me with it. It's going to be annoying, and then bring him back with the gate and play him next turn again. I think I'm gonna do that. It's gonna be weird, but I kinda like it, so well, let's see if that works. Now attack. Okay, that's interesting. And sneak. Okay, that was very weird that he didn't block with Panther. Okay, there's a Blood Mist, which might be a problem. Yeah, definitely the block here. Okay, now I see why he didn't block, because he basically wants to race with me because he has the inheritance. So that is the idea, right? So if I go down to 9 now, I'll be in trouble. And so let's see. So I don't block here. I go in for 9. He's at 8. If he doesn't block with Infiltrator, I lose 4 here, so I'm at 9. I'm at 8. That's 6, 7. Yeah, that's enough. Kill me. I mean, I could block next turn, of course. Okay. I should probably have blocked with Caretaker anyways. Okay. Let's see what he does. So it's still not lethal here. And I don't think I have any enchantment removal, do I? I still have incongruity. I use my brawl already. I still have my bounces. That could work too here. So we're gonna draw at the end of this turn, definitely. Could have actually played the gate here. He doesn't seem to have a lot of removal actually. Let me look at it. Okay, well okay. Cool. So we're dead next turn, unless we can draw something. Okay, this is actually lethal. Or forces him to sacrifice the inheritance, rather. Unless he does, unless he's holding something there as well, right? Well, we'll see. We'll see. So we Guildgate here. Right? So this thing is unblockable. He does have something. I mean, he can just activate inheritance. Right, so right, so we might still be dead here, because if he sacks the inheritance now, then he can just replay the creature, sacrifice it to Blood Infiltrator. So that depends on if he realizes that or not. Yeah, because we're dead next turn anyways, so that's the only play we can do. Maybe we can draw into another bounce spell, that will save us. Not exactly. Yeah, so we're dead, unless he doesn't realize that, but I'll see. We can pretend to have something, I guess. Let's see. Okay, this was close. Very close, actually. We need a way to deal with the infiltrator. So he doesn't have to. He doesn't seem to have a lot of big threats. And basically, the only reason we lost this is because we were very greedy with our Colossus and had no early board presence. So I think if we play this normally and don't keep such a greedy hand, then I think we'll be fine. And we have yet to see a spot removal, so that's why I actually didn't put in the Humongous. He only has the Undercity Embrace so far from what I've seen. And the Carnarium. And both of those bypass hexproof anyways, so I think we are fine without it. Okay, so sadly cannot keep this. So I think we'll be going into one more game. This is better. And I think we need to look for lands. But we would love to have incongruity for the infiltrator. Sadly we cannot afford to miss on lands. If we can get to ooze, then we will be in a very good spot. Since he doesn't seem to have a lot of spot removals. Carnarium is sorcery, if I remember correctly. Alright, and sadly we missed a land drop, which is really bad, so we might just get screwed here. We'll see. We can probably afford to get screwed once, but that's about it. Okay, sadly... do I just buy Mancy here? Because Duelist is not gonna kill it, so I think I'll just bounce it back. And yeah, we are pretty screwed, sadly. So well, we'll play one more game. See if we can get to the 5 wins in the last decisive match. This one is unfortunate. Yeah, I don't think we can recover from this. Like, we don't have a 3-drop. We have to work towards a 4th drop. Oh my god, okay. Nah, that's not going well. And yeah, this is a double-edged sword, because if we're still screwed, then it helps. If we're actually about to get a land, then, you know, it doesn't exactly. So yeah, but we're pretty much dead here. He probably has something. 5 cards, 5 lands. Yep. Might be Understood's Embrace, I think it's instant. Or maybe not. Or opponent decided it's not worth it for the duelist. There's the Inheritance. We got a land drop, fortunately. I'm happy I didn't do the Incubation Incongruity, but yeah, it's probably too little too late at this stage. This only works on creatures too. So so he can kill us very quickly now with Inheritance and has the Officer slamming on us every turn. Let's not block for now. Nope. I mean, at the very least, we can incongruity there, but yeah, we just lose to Inheritance at this stage. We don't really have any life gain. We don't really have any life gain, we don't have any way to deal with enchantments, and we didn't even get a land, so... Okay. Let's get into the another game quickly, without tilting here for too long. It's very unlikely we would have won there, unless the opponent decided not to play. And we got the Azor the Lawbringer. Not really something that is played, I believe. Well, okay. Whatever, we are already fine, we are at 4 wins. That's more than fine for me. I get to earn some gems on top of the packs, and on top of having tons of fun just playing draft. So if we can get to 5 wins, that's just a big bonus. So we are screwed again, sadly, here. So gotta mulligan this, we'll keep this, we can just look for creatures with Incubation. Opponent mulligan as well, so we are kinda... I'm gonna keep the Brawl because it's one of my very few removals, and I can look for creatures with Incubation. Wait, yeah, next turn. Because we're not gonna play anything on turn 2 anyways. So now we can incubate. Haha, okay. So we would be flooding a lot if it wasn't for incubation, so I'm very happy for that. Wait, how does it... Did they go on the bottom? Look at the top 5 cards of your library. You may reveal a creature card from among them and put them in your hand. Put the rest of the at the bottom of your library. Okay, so they are at the bottom, so that's nice. So we avoided being flooded. And we are playing a mirror match here, it seems. Yeah, we have nothing really to play next turn, so sneak it is. If we get a gate now, then we get to draw a card. He's 3 colors apparently, so splashing one of those. And the fact that he's playing like basic lands of those means that he either didn't get gates, or he has something really worth splashing all those colors. Okay, that's perfect. We really need to draw into some good creatures here now. That will work next turn. If he doesn't adapt, we can X-Bane Beast and Titanic Brawl right away, the Homunculus. Or the hybrid. Although probably the Homunculus is the immediate threat here. Yeah, that works. Okay, so he's looking to finish me quickly. If I get a land, I will be able to Colossus next turn. So I think it's the Beast and then the Brawl right away before he has a chance to adapt or play any tricks. We go and get another card. Then we block Hybrid or Beastmaster. Probably Hybrid. Beastmaster is keep gonna pumping, but it's just by 2 and Hybrid will eventually be a 6/6. I think it's better to block Hybrid there. Although if we do get to play Colossus, that doesn't matter. We'll still block it with Colossus. So maybe the Beastmaster is worth more there. Although it depends if he attacks. I mean, if he attacks, he probably does have some tricks. So, but I will have to block anyways because I'm gonna be down to 4. And then I'm prone to lethal from any bounce spells or removals or anything like this. Okay, this can kill us very quickly too. Okay. Okay, So he can deal 6 damage to me here right away. Or even 8 damage. Yeah, that's rough. So I think I have to play another beast here, simply because he would be able to deal way too much damage to me next turn. Yeah, he got a lot, much better hand, like just a bunch of creatures, while we struggled to get ours out of the flute. And now he'll probably just attack, at least with the Beastmaster as well, unless he just wants to finish me slowly in 3 turns. That works too. Even if you get to play the Colossus, we still can't really afford to attack because we're at 6 already. So we're really looking to get answers to the Creeper right now. Even then, and when he adapts, I think we're pretty dead. Like, don't think there's anything we can draw here that will prevent this from happening. Maybe Ooze, because that's 2 creatures in 1. Yeah, it's not exactly what we need here. I mean, we're still gonna play it, but I think we're pretty dead. Like, if he doesn't attack now, because if he only attacks with Creeper here and he doesn't attack with Hybrid, okay, then we basically need to top deck something here. Oh, never mind, he can just finish off right now. Well, GG's. Okay. Yeah, so he has a very aggressive deck. So we need to respond in kind. Mass manipulation might be too slow here. Too. I think I'm just gonna board in more commandos just to be able to have more board presence right away. Yeah, but it looks like we will have to be satisfied with 4 wins. We were very close to winning last game. Sadly, we got screwed in the 3rd game. And even the 2nd game was very close. Okay, that works. I think I'm gonna incubate right away to make sure I do have constant flow of creatures. He didn't move either, so we don't have a gate. There's no gates here, so we know that we can draw 2-3 more. We do have a hybrid, then we have a Chillbringer. And I don't think he has shown us any big creatures worthy of Frilled Mystic here, so I think it Colossus it is. We can kind of hope to get more gates as we go, and drop him down like 36 or 35 maybe even. If not, we have Chillbringer, we have Duelist, so we are in a better shape right now than we were last time. Cool. So now it's between playing the Homunculus, or just the Guildgate and keep up the Duelist. But we don't really have any 4-drops, so I think Homunculus it is. Although he might have Quench here, which would be bad. But I think we'll have to take the risk here. Yeah, that's a Quench. Oh no, okay, never mind. Okay, we are ahead on the board, that's good for us. And he's Simic splashing red, so he probably splashes for like a smash. Savage Smash. Or maybe the split cards too. So let's hope we can keep getting lands now. Gates, preferably. Okay, there's a Biomancer, so he can loot. If he's gonna do that right away, okay, he has something. Okay, that's the Savage Smash. Yep, as expected. Okay, that's kind of bad. We can hope we get a 5th land next turn. Let's hope we actually get a 5th land next turn so we can play Ooze right away. Other than that, we could play Duelist if he doesn't adapt and just attacks. Although he probably will, just to cycle his hand. It's kind of very unfortunate that we're getting screwed again. Hopefully not, but we'll see. Okay, I'll just take it, I guess. He's respecting the Duelist. Okay, that's a perfect chance to play Ooze, actually. So let's hope for 5th land. Perfetto. Well, I think... Well, the other option would be to play Chillbringer and slow down the Beastmaster. But with Ooze, we can just block with the token, the Beastmaster, right away. And just get some more damage with... get dealt like 4 damage with Biomass, or maybe even trade. So I think Ooze it is. I think he might have Brawl here, which screws us over. Yikes. Okay. So Chillbringer would have been better. Although Chillbringer would have died here right away anyways, as well, in the same manner. So there is that too. And with this we actually get a token to block with. So if we get a 6th land, we can play Colossus. It should stabilize us. It's not gonna be easy to deal with, unless he has incongruity. We definitely want a 6th lander. Okay, that works. Never mind. That's 7, not 6. Forget what I said. Now I think we just tap the Guardian here. Because he will just go 7/7, so I won't be able to block here, and I'm gonna take a shit ton of damage there. And I can do this next turn. And if I get the Colossus, then the Guardian is not as threatening anymore. And then we have our grounds covered, and we can fly over to finish him off, hopefully. Although if he does have a counter now, we'll be screwed. Well, we haven't seen it yet, so he probably doesn't play any quenches or anything like that. He's considering whether to loot or not, I guess, or whether to attack or not. So this kind of makes me think that he doesn't have a pump spell here, because he's very concerned whether to attack or not. Sadly, we didn't get our mana, so that's kind of bad. I think we attack, then we adapt and double block. Sounds like a plan. We could beast, but then we would have to triple block. And then -2, so we could potentially save one of those. I mean, that works too. Although if he just pumps him with Beastmaster, then that's not gonna work anymore. I think I'm just gonna attack with Shieldbringer, see what he does. And if I do double block here like this, and then I lose the hybrid, he loses this guy, I take a lot of damage, 7, so I'm down to 12. I have a Chillbringer, he still has those 3 tapped. Then I hopefully play Colossus, and I'm fine again. Okay, I guess we'll take the gamble. If he does have a pump spell, I'm in trouble, of course, but we have to win somehow after not losing. So you have to take those risks. Even if he moves a counter, we still have 8, so we are still good to block him. Okay, so he wanna make sure he'll kill both of my creatures. Yeah. So we double block. And he at least has something. Duelist, okay. Yeah, that works. Oh. Now we're in big trouble. I mean, Colossus still blocks here, but he still has the Guardian and a bunch of other creatures, so we cannot attack anymore. And he plays even more. Cannot afford to attack with all this. And even if I kill the Guardian here, I still lose Colossus right away. He loots, which is good. That means he doesn't have anything good in his hand anymore, basically. And he's looking for something. Yeah, he probably had just lands left. Yeah, I think we will have to satisfy ourselves with 4 wins. Which is kind of sad. We're doing very well, going for 0, and then being very unlucky in the end. versus Orzhov. Yeah, that's as expected. Have to trade there. No other choice really. Yeah, just play Beast. Keep up Duelist. What do we want to draw? Yeah. I mean, definitely more creatures. I think we took out the mass control, right? So we don't have that. We already lost Ooze. I think we don't really have anything that could help us here win. Like we could hope to keep drawing more spells, but so I think I'll try to Titanic Brawl here right away. So he can move a counter, then I can Duelist. So I still win and don't lose Colossus. And that kinda keeps me in the game. If he has a bump spell, then I'm dead anyways. And I think he would have attacked there at that stage, right? So let's do it right now before he draws anything more. So he'll move up +1/+1 counter, which is fine, and I don't think he can do anything else. Okay, then we are good. We Duelist and we are still fine. Yep. That's fine. Wait, what? Oh, okay. I give up the priority there. My bad. Okay, I played myself. Yeah, I needed to play this in response to why I wasn't stuck. I don't know why I didn't do that. Never mind, never mind. Just yeah. Oh, unless I lose due to my own mistake. Pretty bad mistake too. I mean, we still have 3 gates, but I'm just gonna be dead before I can even get to it. So, and I need 2 turns to get him back. So that was a huge misplay there. I don't know why I thought that I can accept there before playing Duelist. I don't know. Oh, Simic Ascendancy. Nice. Well, that's a lesson for the future. Be very careful with the stack. I mean, this doesn't save us, but I mean, he can keep moving counters, so this is a crazy combo he's going for him there. Do I really care about continuing this? I mean, I could get a gate and get back to Colossus, but I think I'm still gonna be dead before that happens. Okay, let's give it a turn or two. But I think I'm pretty dead here. Like, he can just adapt and just attack with everything, and that's about it. Like, if I didn't make that mistake and still had a Colossus, then yeah, we would have been able to keep going, but I messed that up, so... Yeah, and he keeps looting, keeps getting all the cards, while we are not. I think the safest play for him here would be just adapt with hybrid and just attack with everything. Show me. Oh yeah, right. He can just move the freaking counter. My God. Of course. Yeah. So it is like the infinite counter production, counter factory he has going for himself there. Biomass doesn't really give me here. It doesn't give me here. It doesn't really give anything. Give me anything here. No, he can just take it and then kill me next turn if attack. Okay, whatever. I'm kind of salty because of my own mistakes, so I shall accept the defeat and not draw it out unnecessarily. I lost solely due to my own misplay of not doing this correctly, which kind of sucks because this is something that would not have happened in a real game, I guess, right? Here is just the UI that got me confused, or I got confused myself with the UI. Oh well, it happens. Well, we are still good. We have 5 packs, we have 300 gems on top, a bunch of good cards with ooze and with mass manipulation as well, so we cannot really complain. Woohoo! Okay, let's crack some packs. Let's see here. Endways Forerunners. So I think this is our first pick here, but they are 8 mana, so you kind of have to play. You have to make sure you can ramp to get them, and hopefully play them sooner than only after you have 8 lands. Because you might just lose the game before you can even cast them. But other than that, yeah, a good bump can finish the game. Electro Dominance, yeah, easy first pick here. Like, crazy value in limited, allows you to basically cast 2 spells at the same time and deal a bunch of damage to any target. Really strong, and it's not very difficult to cast in 2 colors either, just 2 red. So very good pickup for Gruul or for Rakdos. Here, Revival Revenge. I mean, I lose to this in draft. So, out of all the cards, probably still would go for it. Like, Gates Ablaze forces you into playing Gates, and now that the bots have been updated, it's probably not so easy to create a Dake's Get anymore. So probably still go for Revival Revenge. Yeah, Mass Manipulation I think is good enough pick. I mean, won me like at least 2 games here in this run, I think. It's not that difficult to cast, as long as you can pick up some Guild Gates and maybe like a Locket for Simic or for Azorius, and you'll be fine. I mean, I didn't have difficulties casting it. Like, I've managed to cast it, I think, every time I actually draw it, so I think it's a very good pick. And if you can get somehow to 8 mana, then it becomes really interesting. We didn't manage to do that, but even stealing 1 creature can be decisive. So here, I think it's Thrash Threat, definitely. Thrash is just a semi-unconditional removal. As long as you have high power creature on board, then yeah, it just kills something. High Alert, as I have learned, can be very risky in limited, simply because any white deck has very easy access to sideboard enchantment removal, as I have learned, because I have tried it. So as soon as you end up against Azorius or Orzhov, you are in a very bad spot, because they're bound to have some white enchantment removals. Like, if you are drawing white, you may as well pick them up, because there's enough of huge enchantments that you want to deal with. So this puts you right away on a losing position there. And I managed to get to 3 wins with High Alert. But beyond that, I just, yeah, couldn't go any further than that. So, yeah, Thrash Thread it is. Alright. Well, could have been 5. We're very close. Didn't get there. Maybe we'll get there next time. But for now, thank you for watching, and see you next time maybe. Bye bye.